You may or may not like what you hear, but I promise you it'll make you rethink all your relationships with every person you've ever had. Over the last 4 or 5 years, I've been writing about Subliminally Exposed. I've been inundating myself with understanding the concepts of evolutionary biology, neuroscience, and aesthetic medicine. I have an insane level of curiosity. I needed to know the why behind what I was doing. Tens of thousands of patients I've treated over the years. As a plastic surgeon, I've probably treated about 40,000 patients now. And that's an enormous amount of experience, because what that has given me is that's allowed me into the lives of 40,000 people who have had opportunity to sit, interview, talk, meet, know, understand their desires, understand their wishes, understand their goals, but also understand their fears, understand what scares them. The more I traveled, the more I studied, the more I learned, the more I saw that we're all so much more similar than we are different. At its core, it's a scientific book, but it's so much more than that, in my opinion. There's an element in it that's difficult to define. That's a human element. I try to use science to explain the human element, but there's portions of it that are difficult to explain scientifically. It's not a classroom experience. It's a book that should make you feel empowered. It's insensitive, it's raw, and it's about genes. It's about survival of your genes. Because in nature, all that matters is survival of the genes. We don't believe it, we don't realize it, but we all communicate at a subconscious level, and it's incredibly, incredibly powerful. And when you start to see the drive that is within all living beings to procreate, you start to understand a lot of the actions, attitudes, and behaviors that we have. Nature wants you to find the ideal mate and wants you to find a fertile mate. From a genetic standpoint, from an evolutionary biology standpoint, it doesn't make sense that two people who couldn't procreate, that nature would want that, but nature doesn't make mistakes. So there's reasons for homosexuality, and within the book I'll explain those reasons so you understand how homosexuality benefits society. So there's a chapter in the book on monogamy, and I could tell it to you here, but I suggest you read it. Beauty is raw, it's insensitive, it's universal, it's unchangeable.